Intelligence agency, the CSIS, has admitted that Khalistani extremists operating from Canadian soil were responsible for the 1985 bombing of Air India Flight 182 and has described it as a heinous act of terror. In a statement posted on social media, the Canadian Security Intelligence Service marked the National Day of Remembrance for Victims of Terrorism by paying tribute to the 329 people killed. The Canadian Intel Organization recalled the events of the 23rd of June, 1985, when a bomb planted on the Boeing 747 destroyed the aircraft over the Atlantic Ocean as it flew from Montreal to London, killing everyone on board. The agency said that it was less than a year old at that time, noting that the tragedy shaped its evolution. CSIS added that it was committed to protect the Canadian citizens from political, religious, and ideologically motivated violence. The development comes after India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval visited Ottawa in February of 2026. Doval held talks with his Canadian counterpart and officials focusing on deepening cooperation on national security, law enforcement, and countering extremism. Both sides have since emphasized practical collaboration on shared threats. Parallel to this, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney and other leaders have also used the anniversary to reaffirm vigilance against all forms of terrorism. In its 2025 public report, the agency identified a small but active network of Canada-based Khalistani extremists engaged in activities including fundraising, propaganda, and support for politically motivated violence primarily directed at India. The agency has warned of the risk posed by those crossing into violent extremism. The Air India bombing was carried out by members of the Babar Khalsa, a Khalistani terror organization. Canadian inquiries later highlighted intelligence and coordination failures between CSIS, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and other agencies that allowed the plot to succeed despite prior warnings. Most of the victims of the 1985 Air India bombing were Canadian citizens and residents of Indian origin. The attack remains Canada's deadliest terrorist incident and one of the worst acts of aviation terrorism in history. A second bomb intended for another Air India flight exploded at Tokyo's Narita airport, killing 2 baggage handlers.
You know,